All right, girl, we're going to go over these notes together. We did these in class, so I'm not going to do the whole thing, but I am going to do some of it enough that you'll be able to do the assignment. All right, so we were talking about translating inequalities. Translating means that we're going to take words and we're going to turn them into numbers. In inequality are two sides. It's not really an equation. It's talking about what range of numbers would meet an answer. All right, so let's look at the lesson starter, which says translating algebraic expressions, translate each sentence to an algebraic expression. So we've done this before and you were very successful with it in class. So I'm going to do a couple up here just to kind of get you started. So A says the sum of 8 and a number. So we know that a sum means that we're going to add. So we're going to put our plus sign here. Should let me draw on here. Maybe. Oh, I've got the eraser on. Hold on. All right. So we're going to put a sum, which is a plus. And we've got the sum of 8 and a number. So this is what our expression would look like. 8 plus n, the sum of 8 and a number. All right, so let's do B, the quotient of a number and 15. So we're going to take quotient, means we're going to divide. We know that. We're going to take a number. We're going to divide it by 15. All right, perfect. All right, I think you can do the other ones. If we're looking at product, that means we're going to multiply. And if we're looking at 5 less than a number squared, that means we're going to subtract 5. And our number is over here. 5 less than a number. We're going to square it. Squared. And then up here, we'll just do the last one, the product of 5 and a number. So that one's really easy. We can do this 5 times n, or we could write that as 5n. They mean the same thing, right? All right, so down here, we kind of just talked about keywords that go with each of the inequality symbols. So for greater than, we have the keyword or the keyword phrases of is greater than, is more than, is larger than, exceeds. All of those mean the same thing as greater. This symbol is greater than or equal to, is at least, is no more than, is the minimum. And then this symbol up here we know is less than, is smaller than, has fewer than, is lower than. So we know that it can't equal that number. It has to be less than it. And then D is less than or equal to, is at most. So it could equal that number, but it can't be more than it, is no more than, or is the maximum. Okay? So using those keywords, we're going to look down here. We're just going to fill in these real quick. C says the difference is in less than and less than. The difference in is less than and less than. Less than is for subtraction. Is less than is for the symbol less than or less than or equal to. Okay, notice how they're both up here. Up here and up here. Okay. All right, so let's do some examples together. I'm not going to do all of them on this sheet. There's quite a few. There's 2 pages. We're just going to do these ones up here together because there's a Desmos sort that I want you to do too. All right, so the examples. 13 is more than the product of 7 and a number. So we're going to start with 13. 13. 13 is more than, okay? So we want to put our inequality symbol. So we're going to go back up here. We're going to find our keywords here. And we see that is more than is right here for the greater than symbol. So we're going to put that in there. 13 is more than the product of 7 and a number. So we know how to write the product of, we did that earlier, product of 7 and a number. And this is our inequality right here. 13 is more than the product of 7 and a number. That's it. All right, let's do number 2. 8 less than 3 times a number is less than 41. All right, so we know that up here we said less than means that we're going to subtract. 8 less than 3 times a number. So notice how I put 3 times a number when I want 8 less than that, is less than 41. 8 less, right here, then 3 times a number is less than 41. Okay. Number 3, the quotient of a number and 6 is no less than 30. So we know that quotient means we're going to divide. The quotient of a number and 6, remember we can write this like this, we don't have to use a division symbol. The quotient of a number and 6 is no less than, so let's look up here, no less than means we're going to do greater than or equal to 30. Okay, we're going to do 2 more on this, so 2 more to listen to. Our next one is 48 is no more than a number increased by 9. So we're going to start on this side with our big number, 48 is no more than, let's look up here, no more than, right here. So we've got less than or equal to, no more than, a number, that's our variable, increased by means we're going to add 9. 48 is no more than a number increased by 9. All right, last one for this video. We have 4 less than a number, excuse me, 4 less than a number that is at least 64. All right, so we want to take a number, we want our variable n. I want 4 less than that. 4 less than a number that is at least, means we're going to use greater than or equal to 64. Okay, so we're going to take this information, all right, you can feel free to pull it up when you're working on that Desmos sort, okay?